welcome back to High Five Gaming's Blood and Electroplasm, Episode 5. We're a collaborative group of gamers, LARPers, and storytellers that have come together to share our adventures with you. My name is Scurlock, and I'll be the game master for these adventures. This session may contain some swearing, some bits of ultraviolence, and topics otherwise ill-suited for those tiny ears, so viewer discretion is highly advised. To recap our last episode, the Moonless Knight decided to fall into the better graces of the Bluecoats. They had arranged to incriminate the Foghounds to allow the Bluecoats to legitimately deal with their small smuggling operation. And in return, the favor of the Bluecoats fell upon the Moonless Knight. They also decided to case their next prospective target, Lord Keyes Strangford, for their next hit. Deciding to hit him en route on the streets of Charter Hall, they successfully pulled off the assassination, but not without first learning that Lord Strangford may have had some hidden information. And just a small note before we actually get started, I owe some back-due experience to the scoundrels before us. The entirety of the cycle of Blades falls upon the free play, downtime, the score, and the payoff. And I have been treating the experience as just for the score itself, while that is not correct. So, as due recompense, the scoundrels got 10 extra EXP to spend on their characters, so you might see some otherwise skills you haven't seen yet. So if you do, that's why. Now, let's begin. The camera opens up on the familiar backdrop of Duskfall, a cityscape cloaked in steam, smoke, and the smell of foundry coke hanging in the air. The view settles in on the monolith of old stone that the Moonless Knight called their lair. Zooming in beyond the outward facade, beyond the walls, the only sounds being the dripping of water casually flowing from the roof above. We see the old sanctuary with the altar and a figure shrouded in darkness standing in front of it. The figure places their hands above the altar, and the air crackles with the ambient electroplasm, leaving the hot and stinging smell of ozone in the air. The latch on the large doors begins to turn with a loud creak, and within an instant, that figure dissolves into the darkness. The door continues to open, and Arya and Violet meander on through.
So, I was thinking that we should check the cards.
Probably a good idea, because that was our last previously drawn card, wasn't it?
Yes.
Well, I suppose we should continue making our way through that then.
I'd really like to see our patron again.
Okay.
As you meander through the sanctuary, you pass the altar, and you see 5 cards face down on the altar.
Well, apparently we don't need to look for them.
They found us.
I'm gonna look around. They're just laying there? Is there anything else?
There's
that's
nothing.
out
There's
of...
just the 5 cards face down.
Okay. I'm gonna take the one to the farthest right and flip it.
You flip it, and the familiar card fading in from nothing turns into the Hierophant.
Okay. Does a name appear on it or anything?
It does.
Oh, fuck you.
It has his name? Like his actual name?
His actual name.
Oh,
which I wouldn't know. I'm like...
The Shen
Vial.
Vial.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever told us.
No, but we know him as the Hierophant. He introduced himself and showed the card.
It's true.
Okay, I'm gonna pull the next card and flip it.
The Prophet.
You dirty fuckers.
And what does the name come up? Does it have the...
Abram
okay.
Acula.
You recognize my PhD?
And
Nope.
do we... did we
Sure,
ever...
it recognizes Lord, but not
I'm trying to remember if we learned his name.
Oh yeah, he's introduced
Okay,
himself several
yeah.
times over.
I'm gonna flip the next one.
So the middle one?
Yeah.
Arya.
Oh god.
It has mine?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
god.
Yep.
Okay. Apparently we're all... So I'm gonna flip the last 2 then.
The next 2 are the Beggar and the Tower. And the respective names appear on it.
It would appear that our job is done and they're done with us.
Well, I'm certainly not about to act
What are
on
we
these.
supposed to do about it?
I'll tell you what we do.
Here,
I'm gonna,
here,
like,
click.
swipe all the cards into a pile
Yeah.
and take them. I'm putting them somewhere.
Okay.
Not a word to any of them.
Of course not.
So I'm gonna put them like where I had the other cards in the
Okay.
like behind the block in my room.
Okay. All right.
We need to find our patron.
Agreed. How do you want to go about that?
That's a good question. I sort of just kind of ran across her before.
Well, maybe if we hit some of the haunts we've met her at, she'll be there again.
Maybe we
'Cause
can
if-
find a whisper who can
That
bring her to us.
that is true. There is that possibility. But maybe she's recruiting if they're looking to get rid of us.
You think others might come up with these cards with our names on?
Not saying it's an impossibility. We better watch where we go and what we do and how much attention we draw to ourselves.
Then maybe the others do need to know. I don't want them to be ambushed.
It's probably safer, but we still have no way to contact the tower yet. I mean, I doubt writing him a letter is going to be well received.
No, I think we might be able to get some contacts to get word to him inside.
And try.
So what are you two doing?
I went to the judges.
Okay.
In his dying words, he told me about a desk.
All right.
And a wall braid.
So, in that case, that sounds like the start of a score
Why?
because you're trying to acquire something. that
You're
you're trying
breaking
to
into his
steal.
office.
Okay.
Don't feel bad. I threw us into a score one time too. It's
It's
fine.
so
It's like a thing.
I did one.
All right. So, are you trying to like get in unseen, or are you just? Or are you trying to like talk your way in, or what? How would you approach that situation to try and gain access to that desk that's probably behind locked doors in the middle of a courthouse with blue coats, bailiffs, clerks?
I'm gonna talk.
All right. So
I'm not gonna try and stir any trouble.
great. Sounds like a social job. Good times. All right. So we'll do a 1 for sheer dumb luck.
Oh my god, what have I done?
Story of my life.
Is the operation particularly bold or daring?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
What the fuck?
Dumbass, but daring.
Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability to the target or hit them where they're weakest? I mean, it's an empty office.
You can always back out.
In theory.
Yeah.
So maybe. I mean, nobody
He
should be in
looks a
there.
little panicky.
Yeah.
Because I mean, do people know he's dead yet?
Probably not.
Yeah,
Nothing
probably not.
turned up.
Yeah.
No bells.
Any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight?
No and no.
No and no. How about, I mean, you not necessarily alone.
I mean, you would have the intel from the last time when
The
we.
locksmith.
I had the locksmith
Yes.
that
Yeah.
gave us
Yeah.
intel.
Yeah, and probably prepared us a couple of keys there.
Actually, it was the knowledge how to get past.
Yeah, the knowledge
Yeah.
of the.
Yep.
and how
Specifically to Arya.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
but I told them.
Okay.
There was time for all of us to discuss this.
Alright.
I'm the tinkerer.
All right.
Yeah,
So take
I
one for that.
specifically did.
All right.
How about, target is not low over 2. You're trying to break into
Yeah.
An empty office.
district modifiers. None for this. This is only if you're trying to acquire information. Disadvantages. Let's see. Is it overly complex or contingent on many factors? I would say many factors. Yeah. You're trying to not get caught by a bunch of people.
I mean, this is a courthouse. There's going to be a lot of people in and out between those watching the courts and then those participating in the court system. So, a lot of faces come and go there. Just because I'm a part of the crowd doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be like, hey.
It's also a lot of eyes that can catch on to what you're trying to do.
My barbs is also true.
So, target is strong against the approach or have a particular defense or preparation. I mean, I would say that it just falls in line with the contingent on many factors. Enemies, rivals interfering with the operation. Yeah, how about any of your rivals?
Priestess?
Yeah, she probably doesn't care about this.
Master Architect.
Maybe, but maybe not though. Like,
It'd be like a weird one.
yeah. How about you two? Any of your
You mean
I have a noble, but
Nah.
she wouldn't know who he is.
Jailbird.
Jailbird, yeah.
Yeah, they might have a. Yeah, so go ahead and take one away for that.
Sorry.
Target is higher. Yeah, take one away for that. And no district modifiers. Anything else that I am not thinking of that could sway this either way?
I've been here before.
It's true, you have been here before. So you probably.
Understanding the layout.
Yeah, go ahead and have one
And
for that.
familiar faces.
Yeah. So, alright. How many do you have there?
Two.
2? Great times. Gosh, that one ability where you can re-roll your engagement roll sounds really cool right now, huh?
That's a thing.
That is.
It is a thing.
I suggested it last time.
We just haven't went with it yet.
Just
Blow on it.
Blow him. Not bless it. Blow him. You need to re-roll the one.
5.
5. Alright, risky. So,
Markham's easy.
So we'll say that, I mean, you get into the courthouse, no problem. It's just, it's very busy. It's during the probably peak hours.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, you do get to the courtroom that Lord Keith Strangford presided in, and obviously the door is locked to the main court hall.
Is his office in the courtroom and
It's
not a separate wing?
It's that side door off into the court.
So it's his courtroom and... Okay. Introduce the room. And it's Strangleford?
Strangford.
Strangford. Terrible with names. So it begins.
So, what you doing? You got a locked door before you. You probably got some blue coats walking up and down the hall. Maybe a couple bailiffs outside the doors to their respective courtrooms.
This is where Saboteur would have been perfect.
Right, right.
Oh.
I'm gonna wreck it quietly.
Silent C4? What?
It's not exactly how that works, but okay.
Small amount, right in the keyhole. Click.
Put a clock together. Silence E4.
Right, right. So, what you doing? Also, keep in mind you do have the power of flashbacks.
I do. Alright. I'm going to set up a flashback
For what?
for planning this shit out with everybody. I'm not alone. I have an army of people.
4 is an army, apparently.
It is with you.
Oh.
Wrong guy.
Oh,
Tell that to the last guy you just shot. Hi. Click.
Concealed pistol.
He didn't even say hi. He just
No, I
walked up
didn't.
to him and
You
shot
should
him in the
help him.
ribs.
Oof. Alright. Back in the sanctuary, here's the plan. You distract some people. You go invisible. And we need information.
Information I can get.
It is your strength.
Yeah, generally.
Yes.
What kind of information?
We need to get into a courthouse.
Getting into the courthouse is easy.
Yes. Getting past a door. Or two. Yes, that's why she's there.
But she knows how to get through the door.
I'm afraid I
And she's invisible.
I
not
can't go through a door, though, in that state.
Lock.
I don't think I have luck.
What is contained within the
I do
concept
have
of
lockpicks.
burglary gear and subterfuge supplies, if you would please?
Probably basic lockpicks that are your current.
I have fine lockpicks
Right.
in my build.
That is a plus too.
That would definitely help.
Cool, then I don't need the descriptions on the other ones.
So, but knowing that you have like probably a small crowbar,
Yeah.
a basic set of lockpicks
Okay.
that are not fine.
Yeah, the less than under the
Sure.
crowbar into a courthouse. Oh. Wait.
She's invisible, and everything on her person's invisible.
Tell that to the swaths of fabric.
Yeah, tell that to my
Aw.
silks that have been.
How's that dress
Damaged.
coming?
I haven't started it yet.
Okay, well, maybe it's contained to whatever's on your person when you go invisible. I mean, that makes sense. If the fabric didn't disappear. Everyone, pick your loadouts if
This
you
is
haven't
true.
already.
1, 2,
Already
3,
did.
4,
What are you rocking? All right, is that in light?
That's my normal.
That's normal.
Normal. All right. So keep in mind, normal is like
You look like you're going on some
yeah,
kind of
you look
job.
like you're going on a job.
It's, yeah.
The best
Probably not.
But if you are playing the academic, you can always go with the whole, it's a backpack full of stuff. It's books.
Papers and some light explosives.
It's just plastic
I
explosives.
carry a
it's
soft
fine.
brick. It's squishy.
It was my planer and my stapler.
You know, I had a professor do that to us. He picked up a regular one and a squishy one at the same time and set them both down on the table, so all you heard was the thunk. Somebody was more or less cheating on a test, and he picked up the foam one and whipped it at him. He doesn't teach anymore. Oops.
I can't
That's
imagine
unfortunate
why.
because that's actually fucking
It's hilarious.
All right. So you have did the flashback to set them up. That's 2 stress, by the way, for that.
I took it.
Okay. So, what's happening?
Yeah, so speaking of our plan, you wanted me to go to invisible for what?
To pick a lock. Doesn't look like the door's going to be.
Okay.
Do you even have ranks in Tinker?
I do not, but I have lockpicks. Do I have a way, like, do I have to have ranks in Tinker to...
If you can swing another skill worded in your favor, it would be doable. Like maybe some finesse.
Is that something I
Can I finesse a lock?
You could. You could definitely attempt to.
Okay.
Sweet talk it.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a finesse. You have fine lockpicks, right?
So, do I have to roll to activate my ability?
Which one?
It was
Ghost
to find
veil.
out.
No. Activating that is just paying the stress cost.
Okay. 1, 2, so 2 stress, so 3
Make sure the other courtrooms nearby
Free
are
stress.
occupied.
2, 3.
I'm
I'm
guessing.
supposed to be distracting people. This
You
is gonna
are.
be great.
2 stress plus 1 for
Right at the
each.
door. Hey, they.
I was just gonna walk into the middle of like the main
Okay,
junction.
I gotta do
courtroom
4
and
stress
like
for that.
pretend to pass out.
Oh, yeah.
So
that works
we're
better.
going to try and open the door with finesse. Controlled.
Yep, and I have
Just throw
the
myself
vine
under.
lockpicks.
Yep. Without the lockpicks, it would probably be limited effect. So the fine lockpicks will bump that up to standard.
Okay. That would be a 6.
Great, you do it. You get the rack that tumblers really good, and lock pops.
And where are you right now?
Right there.
Okay. Then you watch the door open
So, as the
visibly. And well, I make sure there's not a lot
as
of people.
did you pot like the door start swinging?
Not if there's people walking
There's
by.
nobody over there. I'm on the ground, you know, in the middle of the other end of the hall.
Are you
of
doing
this-
help me?
I'm playing help me. I've fainted.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a
Sway.
probably sway's probably the most applicable.
Ooh, great. I can do that. We'll see if I can roll worth a damn.
It's definitely risky,
Okay.
and probably the amount of people that are around, like causing a scene, probably standard.
Is mesmerism limited to a single person I'm interacting with?
What's the skill say?
It just says when you sway someone, you may cause them to forget that it's happened until the next time they interact with you. It's not doesn't say it's limited to one person.
That's true. Sway, if you're
I think
swaying
in this
the group.
context, sway is like acting.
This is a little too broad.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I think sway is more of you're just manipulating the crowd.
I
So yeah.
asked.
Corsets are very tight this time of year.
They've learned to not breathe. The latest fall fashion from Paris.
I'm gonna push myself for an extra die
Great.
because I can't roll worth a damn
So,
most days.
yeah,
anyway.
risky standard with the amount of people.
Yeah.
Because it'll get somebody's attention. And they'll probably do the whole help her.
Still can't roll worth a damn.
But you
4.
I mean, you do it. Probably limited to the fact, like, you probably get some, like, older guys like, somebody help her!
Because that's all everybody ever does.
It's true, because nobody knows how to do anything, because they're just inept.
People panic.
So, like, you get a couple people. Maybe
I'm not even looking to bring them over to me. I'm just looking to draw attention.
Yeah, you've at least probably you've drawn attention, but probably not as much of the amount as you want
Okay.
to hold.
So I'm gonna push the door open like slightly and look in to see, make sure there's no one like in there.
Okay. Starting a clock called notice. 1 tick on it. 4-parter. Yeah. You, open the door just a little bit and peek through and gonna put one of those numbers and nobody's in there. It's empty.
So you hear a whisper. It's clear.
I mean,
So I'll open
Yeah,
the
quickly.
door. I go in with him.
Okay.
close the door.
So swing the door open wider. That definitely will add another tick to the clock.
Just to,
Or you can resist it because it's still a consequence.
how much? How's the resist the work thing? again?
Like any other resist.
Remind him.
Don't resist
Okay.
the law.
This will be a what's this one? Prowess, right?
For
The physical
prowl, finesse.
Yeah. That's prowess, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You would do a prowess resist. So you roll that many dice that are in your first column for prowess, and the cost starts at 6 stress. If you roll a 6, you take no stress.
Right.
If you roll a 5, you take 1, so on and so forth, all the way down.
Okay.
So you can resist that consequence.
Let's go resist.
Okay. Or you can just let it go. It's just going to put 1 tick on the clock.
It's, I don't know what.
Try to resist
Out of
it.
4.
Yeah, resist.
Okay.
5.
5, you take 1 stress.
Just suck it in.
I'm gonna stay outside the door and tell you knock when you're ready to come out.
Okay. All right.
I've
So-
only got a few minutes.
Now I'm gonna be in and out.
All right. So nobody's in the courtroom at all, and then doors just on the other side.
Shoes off. Run to make my clicky sounds.
Okay.
I dig it. Yeah. Okay. I mean,
I don't wanna.
trot. And you get to the door, and
All right. This door also locked.
yeah. The guy didn't think he was gonna die.
Or it's true. All right. I'm gonna give my attempt.
Even if he thought he was going to die, why would he leave his office unlocked?
What's up?
I'm gonna give my attempt for opening it.
Okay. Got them
I
these
should have
tools.
gone in.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was his office. not the courtroom.
Burglar's.
No, his office is inside
or
the courtroom. What?
Burglary subs.
I would have known.
Huge demolition tinkering.
Tinkering might get you there. Burglary tools probably will get you there too.
Let's see. Find tinkering tools for machinist work. So no,
Can I would have known since I had been to that courtroom before that, because I was thinking when we just did that it was breaking into his office.
Mhm.
Can I say that I went in with him then? Like,
Flashback.
because I would have known the
More
courtroom.
of just a retcon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be in there. I'll try the door.
Okay.
That would be a 6 also.
Great. Yeah, you do it.
Click.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Gotta make myself a key.
Yeah, the door lock gets popped and
All right. Into the office.
Great.
Desk still there.
I mean everything's still there. It's
Perfect.
probably some mess of papers,
Poor bastard.
books all strewn about. Looks
No.
this guy was being pretty busy with whatever he was working on.
This is what I expected at the house. Mess. Busy. What the fuck? Alright. Desk drawer. Probably the center one.
Okay.
Since the courtroom was empty, I'm gonna be in there looking too.
Okay.
Is there a window in the room?
Yeah, probably. It's probably like frosted over.
Yeah, that's fine. Wait. What do I
It is locked.
Oh, it is locked. Not for long. Finer hands. You want to try this lock?
Okay. All right.
The last thing I need to do is accidentally blow up the whole thing.
6 again.
All right. Yeah, you popped that lock just as well as everything before. Gosh, talking to that lock
Everything
guy
else
really
is gonna
helps.
go down.
Yeah, it did.
All right. What do I see?
There is probably an assortment of envelopes. Rifling through, there's probably some envelopes with some seals on them, some wax sealed envelopes with Strangford's like house seal on them. Like that's about it. Like this, probably they're all important documents in one way or another to Strangford.
Just take them all.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Okay.
Stuff them on the inside pocket.
Okay. They're all like it's bulky envelopes and stuff, so it's gonna count as one load, just like to sneak them out.
Yeah,
So.
that's fine.
I'm gonna look in his like other drawers for
Okay.
anything of value or
Hidden,
any.
Compartments in the drawer.
Go ahead and give me a survey then. That's probably the most applicable, in my opinion. But you can use whatever you want.
I can tinker with it.
Tinker would probably work.
Try and pop it open, look for any
Yeah,
ledges.
yeah. It'll be. I mean, you're in a controlled environment.
This is my
Probably
sheet.
limited effect though. This is a very
That's
fine
stress.
desk.
That's only 3. I can take it. Yeah, I'll take the stress for a better effect.
Okay. Pushing for standard.
Yeah. Four.
I mean, you do it. We'll start a clock called janitorial staff.
Oh no.
Started with 2 ticks out of 4.
Jeez.
Out in the hallway, you see basically custodial services kind of coming through that are just basically doing cleaning of all the courtrooms after they've been out of session. And they're about 1 courtroom away from Lord Strangford's courtroom. All right, so you tinker with the desk and you find a small latch that was hidden, and you pop it, and the lower portion of the drawer actually pops up.
Sweet baby success. Alright. Open.
There is actually a tattered, folded sheet of parchment in there. Actually, several pieces together.
Just a nice little bundle.
That's not even a bundle. It's literally like just a couple sheets of paper that have been tri-folded that are just tattered.
Or do they look extremely fragile?
They don't look fragile. They just look like they've probably passed a few hands.
Alright, it's going into the pocket.
Okay.
I'm out.
Where are you at right now?
I'm outside the courtroom,
Okay.
basically running interference, waiting.
Okay.
And you're looking for valuable stuff in this office?
Yeah, in the office, in the other drawers.
There's probably maybe some random jewelry, some crystal decanters of like some
I'm not
fine
taking
ass
that.
scotch.
That's not like
Too
super
heavy.
sneakable.
It's
Anything
not.
I can fit in my pocket.
Okay. Some fine jewelry is probably the limit of what you probably find in here. Because I mean, the rest is like
really
artwork
nice
or.
fountain pen.
Okay. I know what I'm doing.
Huh.
I'm going to take an oil lamp, break it open, and pour it all over the papers.
What are you doing?
And I'm going to set up a little thing when the door opens up next time, set off a fire.
Oh, all right.
You're gonna burn down
Like
the.
a little tinker room.
I would love a tinker roll.
6.
Okay.
Yeah.
You set up. You set up to get the oil all soak and everything, and probably rig up.
As a little electric battery thing. Spark.
All right.
All right. We need to go.
Yeah.
All right.
I got it. We're out of here.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. You guys beeline it to the door, and keep going through the door.
I'm gonna open the door and make sure there's no one out in the courtroom.
Oh, there's plenty of people out. Well,
In
not
the-
in the courtroom
in the
itself,
courtroom.
but in the hallway.
Yeah,
there's
no,
nobody in
I-
the courtroom.
Okay, so we'll leave the courtroom, close the door to the office,
Oh, it's closed.
go across to the other hallway door.
But you also see that the custodial staff starting to head towards, i.e., the clock has been ticked for that third tick.
Oh,
I'm gonna regret this.
Don't regret nothing.
Regret this.
and I'm gonna. What do they have? Just like a cart?
Yeah, there's a
Mop
small
and a
cart,
bucket
like
and-
a broom, like just maybe like a feather duster and stuff like that. Like just stuff to do some basic cleaning and housekeeping type
mop
stuff.
and a bucket. Okay. I'm going to walk backwards into it. Like,
Okay.
just not paying attention, just walk back into it, so that I knock the whole fucking thing over.
Okay.
I guess wreck.
Okay. All right. Rex, you spill the water.
And I'm going to push myself
Wrecking his day.
for
On the
an
hallway,
extra-
like risky standard effect is what the.
Sure. Five.
5. You do it, you tip the water, but that gets the attention of everybody in this hallway on the loud commotion of that bucket getting spilled.
How far is he from
I'm
the
so
door?
sorry.
Like
I'm,
in between the one courtroom and the one you're going to, so things are now desperate with eyes all in that area.
I'm so sorry. I was just not paying attention. I'm so dreadfully sorry. This is terrible. I just knocked over your whole bucket. Here, let me help. And I'm moving things. And I'm gonna literally like pick up the broom and accidentally nail the janitor in the head.
Okay. All right.
Wreck.
That poor janitor is wrecked.
6.
So you're swinging this fucking broom around. It's not even the right tool to spread water. Like it's just... And you nail the janitor in the head and you knock him out.
Oh no! I'm sorry. Can someone help? I'm so sorry. I don't know what I did.
That definitely gets the attention of bailiffs and Pluco. In the area, and they're probably got eyes in that area now. So, all right. So, what are you two doing in the?
Get to the door,
Right.
open it a crack.
Okay. You see this nonsense? Like the people are forming a small little crowd around.
Does it look like anybody's standing to where they would notice if this door opened?
At this present moment, probably any bailiffs that are down the hall looking this way, they might.
I'm gonna kind of turn back to you and be like, "We have eyes. They might see you." Do you have one of those smoke bombs?
As a matter of fact, I do. Always carry a little smoke. The problem is we don't want great smoke. We want out of here.
So,
I mean,
while all this nonsense is going on with the janitor getting knocked out, what are
you
you
set
doing?
up to burn the damn building down. Like,
I am
You
going
dumped
to head in the
stuff.
direction of the commotion
Okay.
and
If
get in
there's
the
a
thick of
large
it
enough crowd, I can
Okay.
sneak into it.
and kind of
They're far away from the
get
door.
down by the janitor,
Not far away.
they're
help
a ways
him.
from the door.
Okay.
and ask everyone to start backing up so he can get some air. Just go about your day, folks. I promise he'll be okay in a few minutes.
Press him against the door.
Everything will be all right. I'm gonna kind of prop him up a little, like right against the wall, kind of close to the courtroom these guys are in.
Okay.
Just, yeah, trying to get people to move along a little bit.
Okay.
Fan him off a little.
All right.
A little water in the face.
Okay.
The moment there's an opening, I'm slipping through the door.
All right. I mean, the crowd starts dispersing with Violet just going, just give him some air. And the crowd starts dispersing a little bit. And there might be a blue coat or a bailiff that hangs around. But other than that, most everybody disperses.
Right. Slip through the door. And then I'm going to check on said fair gentleman. Oh, he doesn't.
So as you're going through the door, across the hallway, from beyond your field of view from the door itself, there's a bailiff right across that hallway.
Oh no.
You gonna resist it?
Yeah.
How are you gonna do it? Are you gonna prowess resist it?
10.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's the clock gets ticked.
Did I see him? See or look?
You would have had to open the door a little
Yeah, it
bit
would
more
have
to
been
see
on
the
the
field
other
of view.
side of the door.
Well, I would have gone.
Make it look like I was trying to
Yeah, behind you. That's true.
janitorial staff, like I was there. It's like, oh, it's okay, I'm a doctor.
It's one of those, if you were just cracking the door, like the field of view was cut off, and would have had to require the door to open more, which probably
Okay.
would have
So
gave you away.
he didn't even see you guys until you actually came out of the door. You until you came out of
Would
the door.
we have seen that the bailiff is still there?
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, then I would have been like, hey, no, you come here. You come help with this guy. I don't work here. You work here. Come here.
Guess not.
Let's see, with being told to back off and stuff, you probably kind of gives the like, what do you expect me to do type.
What? I don't know. Do you know his boss or?
Is he okay with you for a moment? I'm gonna go talk to him.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm just so clumsy.
So I'm going to cross the hall
Okay.
and get close to the bailiff.
Okay.
You know, we could really, really use your help.
Okay. All right. So what you doing?
Well, I've got Venomous, which I don't believe actually requires a roll, because I can literally secrete through my skin, through my breath. And of course, trance powder was the way to go, since that seems to be a fan favorite around here.
Glitter bomb.
I mean, if you want me to roll anything, it would be a sway or a consort, but I don't think Venomous even requires a roll. Because it's literally, I secrete it
Push
through my
yourself,
skin.
So,
Yep.
taking too stressful.
There's still some risk though
Right.
involved. So probably like if you're getting up close to convince them, and I think sway.
Okay. And then I push myself.
Okay.
Which then allows that to happen.
Okay.
See if I can roll worth a damn.
Let's see. Are things still desperate though, or do they just devolve back to risky? I think they devolve back to risky at this
Okay.
point.
Double 6.
All right.
Whoa,
So
boxcars.
I will do anything you say.
pretty much, like you've got this guy, and and he's not gonna remember shit because you're swaying him.
Yeah, because I've got the mesmerism. This guy's gonna be so fucked up, he's not gonna remember his entire day of work.
Like
He is
every
putty
day
in
of
your
work.
hands.
You're not about to see anything. We were never here. That poor janitor really needed your help, and you did the damn best thing you ever could.
Bought him a drink.
So I take him by the hand. Come with me. You're gonna come over here and take care of this fine gentleman now. And I bring him over, and I kind of just like set him on the floor next to the guy, facing him away from the courtroom that these guys are in,
Okay.
and just set him there.
Okay.
One's out cold and the other one is high as a kite.
No, just in a state of
Very lucid.
very
Yeah.
hypnotic state.
I'm gonna come
Highly
out of that.
suggestible.
Come out of that courtroom and look at these two and go, not my problem.
All right. So you get out of the courtroom and
So I'll follow him and close the door behind.
okay. All right.
And then move away and become visible again in a place where no one's looking.
You mean like the carriage?
I mean, if I have enough time to get there.
I think we're less time sensitive now.
All right. So you guys get out of the Hall of Justice, as it were, and make your way back to the abandoned church.
Alrighty. So
And then read in the newspaper
here's all
the
these
courthouse burned down.
Well,
mysteriously.
actually, with the janitor getting knocked out, it's probably going to be a day or so before that occurs.
Great. It wasn't us.
So, all right. So,
Like Tom Bell.
Janitor's fault anyway.
all right. Payout. And nobody knows you were really there, so there's no rep involved.
No, rep's a good thing.
But no heat
Heat's
also.
a bad thing.
No. Yeah. Actually, I would say that's like 2 heat. It was contained. Like there were still
Right.
some.
We had some loud.
So I'd say 2 heat.
Okay.
How do we
But
take heat but not rep?
nobody knows you stole anything. But
Nobody even knows it was us. We just drew attention to ourselves.
Okay,
We weren't
I
actually
see. Yeah, I
doing
see.
anything illegal that anybody knows of.
Fair enough.
let's see. Coin. Let's see. The jewelry that you pilfered probably will fetch about 3 coin.
I'll take. So do I need to like do a thing to fence that, or do I just?
No,
mark
it can
the
just be
coin?
that. That's just the payoff.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was just
Can
worth
we
3
put
coin.
that on the.
I can put 2 of it on here.
Okay, I'll put one on.
What is your guys' current wanted level?
1.
1? Great. Roll me 1d6.
Say
6.
somebody other than me.
What's your current heat level?
3.
3? On a 6. Let's see. We got cooperation. You have no. You're not +3 with any status with faction, are you?
+3, no.
Great. Nothing happens then because you are not +3 with anybody.
Neat.
So yeah, nothing happens.
Alright. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from.
Hold on.
Oh,
let's
Blue's
do
Clues is
the
totally
let's
gonna
do the
sue our
experience
ass.
and all that jazz first. So team
Read a
experience.
letter.
All right, team experience.
Sorry, Steve. Or
No.
Joe, or whoever's running now.
All right, now keep in mind,
Checked.
we didn't have much of a free play time, but all that stuff counts towards experience too. So, what's the team experience? Let's go into that
All
first.
right. Execute a successful accident, disappearance, murder, or ransom operation.
I don't know if there's any of those.
We actually didn't do any of those.
Thank God.
Contend with challenges above your current station.
Yes, that was. I was
Okay.
well above your station,
2 points worth?
in my opinion.
Okay. Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one. Well, we are ambitious.
I think that just keeps solidifying anymore.
Yeah. I think we picked a pretty good reputation, guys.
Yes.
Express goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew.
Inner conflict.
Conflict.
Because we've got the whole doubt thing going on.
Yeah, because you're following a loose end.
Right,
as it
this
were.
is, us trying
That's
to wrap
true.
up something. Okay, so that actually filled out our XP track again, folks.
So, what's any other bits for the experience, or was that it?
No, that was it.
All right, so you fill out your tracker. What are you guys gonna do? You can take another ability, take some upgrades.
Well, we get an infirmary.
That's a claim.
that's
you
a
actually
claim.
have to go for that.
Oh.
Now, an
Well,
ability
which
like
we're
the one that
eventually
allows you
working
to
towards.
re-roll the entanglement roll.
Yeah, let's do that one.
Well, what about
Well-
patron? We've been talking about doing
Oh,
that,
yeah.
and we're getting
Yeah.
close to
Yeah, I
needing that.
would say patron is
Okay.
probably a good idea.
Okay.
What do you think?
Next time we get.
Who's your patron then?
patron?
That's a good question.
Archangel Michael.
Wrong kind of patron. Who are you going to petition to be your patron? What?
The police.
Some of the rich names. Let's see. Lord Pandaren is one of the rich names.
Hey. did we
Lord
kill this
Pandaren,
up?
not Lady Pandaren.
Oh.
Lord Pandaren.
I hope
Oh.
it's an ex-wife.
Right. Or there's always Lord Scurlock.
Scurlock's a good one.
What's his deal?
He's the
He's-
big guy.
He's a very old name in the history of Duskfall.
Been
So
around
how
here
does this
forever.
work? Like, would we be doing jobs for him? If that was...
Maybe.
He could call upon us.
Wait, hang on.
Like, I mean, would we go there and
still
salute and be like, "Hey, we're assassins.
It
Do you
all
want to sign
that all
us up?"
depends on how you guys want to roll the narrative with patron and how you guys petition to be.
Maybe we can
have them
finally
be your
find out
patron.
the old wizard behind the curtain. The cards.
Yeah, I feel like we would want to.
Whoever's giving out the cards, I want to know their face.
We're trying to figure out who that is and what's going on right now. So
See, patron's a difficult one for us because we're not shooting for like pleasing a deity at the moment. We're trying to just figure out who the hell we are and what we're doing here. So to be doing somebody else's bidding beyond what we're already doing is going to be really difficult.
And the thing is, when you increase in tier, you also increasing your resources, like, and the quality of your stuff.
Yep.
Which can also equate to if you start getting, like, if you acquire a gang, like, the number of your gang goes up, so you're less secretive.
can we take the power right now and then work on
deciding
that,
who
like
our
figuring out,
The thing
developing
is,
that
patron
narrative?
doesn't come into play until you guys want to go up.
Right.
Yeah,
So for now,
so-
I think it's a discussion we need to table and maybe have between sessions
Yep.
and do
Yeah.
a little more research.
And honestly, usually, you guys have been going about, like, every 2 scores you get enough experience to get an ability or upgrade.
right.
So, and if you guys keep it quiet, you guys don't get any rep. So,
Yeah.
and only thing that's going to happen is when you fill your rep tracker out again to go up to tier 2,
Where are we
it's just
at
going to
for
sit
rep?
there until you guys use it.
Rep.
Okay.
We've got 4 rep, and we are a strong tier 1.
Yeah, so just mark it for now, and
Yeah,
then
that's
we'll
fine.
come back.
Or you can take something else, and then it can just sit there until you guys want to use it. Like, you can take another ability, and then... Because
Well,
until
we've still got to fill our track again.
That's
though,
fine, but
so
then-
let's,
Yeah, we're not even
but then the
halfway
rep-
through our track.
But then the rep literally stays there until you use it to upgrade. So,
I'm okay with this for now. It's,
Yeah, we'll
it's
just
something we've
mark it and
already
come
talked
back.
about.
okay.
we'll come back to it.
Okay.
Alright.
All right.
Okay. Patron it is. Alright, personal XP then.
Want to start, Doc?
Let's see here. Desperate actions. Nope. Address a challenge with technical skill or mayhem. Yep. Beliefs, drives, heritage, and background. Well, I did a little bit of tinkering. That was maybe a little more work than necessary.
Not me, you gotta convince.
I mean, yeah, you
Yeah, I
had some
think so,
tinkering going
like-
on there.
You tinkered the desk and you tinkered the door to burn the place down.
Burn it to the
Yeah.
ground.
Which could fall under some mayhem.
And then, of course, struggling with vice, trauma, and all that other fun stuff during this session. Well, my vice is workaholic.
I don't think it necessarily interfered with it, though.
No, I wouldn't say that it actually benefited.
Struggling with issues. Alright.
Yeah, because like, when it comes to vices, the thing that comes to mind is Tropic Thunder with Jack Black, his character doing the cocaine at the end during the firefight. Like, that's what I think of with a vice interfering.
Where you really should have been doing something else,
Yeah.
but...
All right. What's the Hierophant doing?
Let's see. Did I roll desperate on that one? I remember you said something about...
Yes, that was
Okay.
that would have been desperate,
Yep.
which you succeeded on.
So that was prowess, because that was wreck. Alright, cool. I got that.
Next time somebody needs to
Address
hit
a challenge with calculation or conspiracy. I think, yeah, because I basically went in and went,
Goggles on, try to read your sheet.
oh yeah, it's very difficult.
He's using red marker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I can't read anything on yours because it's pink and
Sorry.
it doesn't show up.
I know, I'm distracting.
It's hilarious.
All right.
Sorry.
Words. Oh, my stress is gone.
Yeah. Shit. I use black for stress.
All right.
Yeah, conspiracy or calculation. I think the calculation in the whole taking out the janitor,
Yeah.
making a
Yeah.
distraction.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think that applies.
I'm still definitely.
Otherwise, no, none of the others.
All right. Sasha.
Okay. I'm going to, let's see, address a challenge with stealth or evasion. I would say yes.
Yes.
Yep. Multiple times.
Multiple.
Okay. Address, express beliefs, drives, heritage, background. Not really. Struggle with issues of vice. No, I didn't really have any.
What are you talking about? You pilfered.
Yeah, but
but
that's not
That's
really
not,
like
reason
that
that's not
vice.
vice.
Yeah.
The vice is,
No.
Adrenaline junkie.
No.
Yeah.
yeah.
Had she taken larger ticket stuff to try and carry out,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would call it that. Yeah, that would
That would have been reckless, maybe.
Yeah, no, that was completely controlled.
All right. That's my guy.
Okay. Address a challenge with deception or influence.
Yeah,
Yep.
at least. Yeah,
yeah.
twice.
So, beliefs drives heritage background. Not really so much. And vice, no, I have no trauma.
Great. All right. Well, and then that goes into the downtime actions there. So, y'all get 2 unless you got that calculated, not a spider there. Then you get 3.
Who doesn't have calculate?
I took venomous.
That's fine.
It was a lot more important at the moment.
I agree.
Next time.
You all have
It's a thing.
Although you do have a little something on the side, don't you?
I do.
Which gives you
2 stash
at the end of the downtime.
every downtime phase.
We're gonna use those
Which
here.
basically gives you a free downtime action for the next phase.
Essentially, if I needed it, yeah.
Yep.
So that cannon's done, right?
Huh?
The cannon's done.
Yes, the cannon is now done.
Anyone else need anything built? I'm feeling.
Tinkery?
Yeah.
Or
making
hurt?
any-
Anybody hurt?
I'm a little
Not enough to worry
no.
about.
deaf in one ear, but I'm fine.
I have a headache. It's fine.
Oh, you're deaf in one ear? The
Yeah, left ear.
Oh shit, that would oh god damn, I gotta remember that one.
You're supposed to keep notes.
That was from the C4.
I forgot. That could have been fun.
I know.
We have very
my
different
sheet was
definitions of
like,
that
the only
word.
thing I could read on this thing.
Alright. So who's taking first
I can go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do stress relief.
Injure stress is the not weird stuff,
Gambling at the
okay.
fighting ends.
Alright.
And it's based on the lowest on the.
Lowest first column amount.
I've got 2.
What's our goal?
Well, our
5.
current goal is
So
to find
you
out
clear?
why the fuck we're
what's your
being told
current
to kill
stress?
people.
5.
Alright. No overindulgence.
We're trying to figure out why the fuck we're being told to kill these people. That's our current goal. Is why these people?
So
So now you got to go through that paperwork you got.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I just remember something.
That kind of like determines what I'm going to do without him.
Information has not been shared yet.
I was gonna say secrets are no fun.
Yeah, that
Well,
information
share
has not been shared.
secrets.
It's the GM. He can have
Yeah.
secrets.
He's not allowed to have
What,
secrets.
What is our current heat?
4.
Then I'm going to
3, excuse me. I apologize.
I am going to use my information broker to reduce heat.
Oh, that's another thing that team ability would have done, give an extra die to reduce heat.
We haven't been doing bad on the whole heat thing though.
He's been doing pretty good with our heat.
Oh, that's only for incarcerationals.
Oh, jailbird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and our jail skill. But we had an extra one because of the.
Although you could go to jail to clear it instead.
Not yet. I don't have jailbird on this
Oh,
one.
not yet? Alright, gotcha.
Nope.
We just like sending him to prison. It's fine.
Alright.
It'll happen. Just not yet. But I'm going to use consort with my information broker to reduce heat. 6.
Alright. So that is that reduces 3 heat.
Which is all of our heat.
Great.
Did you hear about them?
So still wanted
freaking
1.
Lizards running around
Yes.
into people's offices.
Alright.
And then I'm going to train in. We get in insight and prowess, right?
Yep.
Let's do insight.
Or you can start long-term projects too. Don't forget about those. Which can be anything.
Yeah, I got no
I mean,
inkling of a
literally anything.
long-term project.
I made a cannon.
Well, no, it can go beyond that. Like, if you guys want to start a long-term project for a claim instead of going to earn one, that is also applicable. It's harder to do it that way and less
claim?
direct.
How much?
Like,
Turf, etc.
Oh,
if we want to go
turf?
to turf and then jump down to infirmary thereafter, we could eventually do that.
Using downtime actions is one way to do it. If you want a less direct way.
Because we no longer need to go up to Hagfish Farm.
Where are we at right now? We haven't done anything.
We're here.
Never done anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Because
Okay.
we've been busy killing people.
No.
But we no longer want to
good
go to
at
Hagfish Farm because we have other means of body disposal now.
That's true.
So we don't have to worry about that.
Well, I mean, Hagfish Farm still helps reduce heat. That is the other effect of it.
Yeah, body disposal +1 die to reduce heat after killing. But cover operation is -2 heat per score.
That's true.
and that is also right here, which actually takes less time to get to.
I mean, you don't necessarily have to go in order if you're using downtime actions. You're just.
I know.
acquiring it,
I'm just
so.
saying.
Well, we need to get that first layer of
How does
turf,
one
though.
do that?
Yeah, either way, we gotta
However
go
you
turf
want to.
first.
You just say you're using a downtime
And
action
then
for a
go from
long-term
there.
project, and that is the long-term project.
Okay.
So
So
we
I'm
just have
making
to
an
decide.
infirmary.
Effectively, you could say you're making one, or
Yeah.
you're acquiring the stuff to get it, or so on and so forth. Like,
How about I make an infirmary?
all right, we'll say that is an 8 clock then.
+2. Because I'm making it.
I thought you used it on your cannon. You finished out your cannon this time,
Oh.
so that finished out. So you're gonna start one.
I could have just ripped the cannon.
I mean,
Well, it's just during downtime.
yeah. So I, with the cannon being finished, I figured it was those two that went towards it
Okay.
since you didn't roll.
That's fine.
Do you get to roll for the infirmary?
He's gonna start
Yeah.
building
Yeah.
the infirmary.
Great.
Mhm.
Do you have a workshop yet?
Do we have a workshop yet?
Yes.
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 God, don't sound so excited. Hot
no,
damn.
no, please
The
do
table
sound
move.
excited.
I did wait until you were drinking.
I know you did, and I appreciate that. My sinuses don't appreciate it.
Well, there's a 6.
It's 'cause I have a dirty
tick marks
mind.
then.
All right. Second downtime action.
Okay.
Oh, plus side, it's not booze this time, it's
6.
just coffee.
Another 3.
Wait.
You,
Calculate.
you, all right.
5.
That is you're done with the infirmary. Go and pick it up.
Boom. Fucking made it.
We have beds now.
Well then.
Beds for patients. Let's have
So
some
we
patients.
have infirmary.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
+1 die to healing rolls, folks.
I can't wait to start. I need a surgical table. We're talking.
I mean, that's kind of what the infirmary's
Wow.
for.
implants.
That's I totally went a different place
All
with
right.
that.
So it's you two. What are your downtime
Throw
actions?
me a calculator. We can make more stuff.
Go ahead.
I have no idea.
What's your stress at?
Enough that I should probably deal with that. It's my lowest, isn't it?
Yeah. What's your current stress at?
5.
Ooh, risky. Good times. This is where the 6 happens.
Yes. One of the only times I roll a 6 in a session. 1.
Oh, you clear 1 stress. Hey.
Yay! Probably gonna do that again
Good times.
because it's gonna get riskier as I go.
It is. I like it.
It's great.
6.
Oh,
Shit.
Is it a 5 or 6?
It's a 6.
Yay! I love it. All right. So what's your vice?
Taking men for their money.
Taking men for their money.
Oh no.
All right. So
I
you
totally get the shit kicked out of me.
so you usually go to what, Charter Hall?
Yeah, usually.
Okay. So
Thank God I just finished that infirmary.
you're basically like what's the term for the ladies that are at truck stops? Something lizards?
Oh.
no!
What?
Lot lizard.
Lot okay.
I wouldn't know.
So
How do you know that?
Every guy knows.
I plead the 5th. Now, so
I have traveled across the
in your in your
I knew it from NCIS.
friendly philandering of Charter Hall, you've suddenly got the reputation, so the men will not go near you.
Oh, lovely.
Like, you're basically the Charter Hall lot lizard, and they will avoid you.
Great.
So you can no longer go there to purvey your vice.
Great. Great.
So you're effectively cut off until you find a new place to purvey.
Okay. That's awesome.
Oof.
I'll pull up to you in a carriage. Yeah, sorry.
Are you
Not
done?
in this
I'm done.
place.
Okay.
Have at it.
Not in Charter Hall.
I'm
Okay.
taking my 2 stash.
So, question.
He doesn't have good answers. Don't ask
No,
him
I
questions.
know. So, I would like to reduce stress.
Okay.
I have 2 dice to roll.
Okay.
Is it always the highest?
Yeah.
Shit. So, that doesn't help me. Do I have to roll both of them?
You had to clear stress.
Yes.
Didn't somebody have a skill that allowed you to
Function
take
vice.
over?
Functions vice out of spider. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't have it yet.
It allows you to adjust the dice roll by 2 either way.
Okay. Well,
Gonna take that risk?
I am.
What's your current stress at?
4?
Oh, great.
Yeah, we were not far in
Double
the same
sixes,
boat.
please.
Oh!
Is it
6.
All right.
Oh man, there was no good option there. Either way, you were overindulging.
Well, yeah.
I love this game.
I wouldn't have got to take the less anyway.
We can help you de-stress. We're really good at it.
and you have what, 0 heat, right? Your heat's gone?
Heat is gone.
Just one water level.
All right.
No, thank you.
It's your damn fault. Spreading rumors isn't nice.
I was spreading about fire lizards, not lot lizards.
I'm gonna
So a
kill
lot
you
of the
first.
times I've been like running outside the wall.
Gosh, but as much as I want to make you lost for a few weeks,
Oh man.
Ooh, that would suck.
that would suck.
Bad.
Because you have no strength against anything outside the ghost wall, do you? Like out of
Like
or
out of-
anything?
How?
No, I don't have any way to like kill ghosts except for our.
Yeah, because if you're purposely going like outside the ghost wall, the fence, to get your jollies and adrenaline going, that's really tempting. It's super tempting.
Oh,
Let's
do
go
you
fishing.
have extra sheep?
I got blanks. I do have blanks.
That is workable.
Oof,
For fishing.
oof.
Does he
I
bite?
think you're in trouble, dear.
Yeah, so you get lost for a couple weeks.
Oh,
Caught that bastard.
Oh, not Ariane.
so like
Ember's gonna kill me.
Not today.
God damn it.
All right.
Should just play Ember instead for a session or two?
So
Actually,
I don't get my other downtime actions then either.
How does that work with the cards and disappearing?
it's going to be really interesting.
Yeah. Interesting is not the word I'd use. Bad is the word I would use.
I swear to God, if someone shows
Let
up
us
with
play
a
Ember?
card and their name is on the letter,
Yeah, Ember shows up to.
Right.
You don't even know that new cards have been drawn.
Yeah, that's privy information. You know.
Well, she knows though.
I
thankfully.
know. I'm waiting for Ember to like
Um,
come smashing down our
Quick
door.
question.
Maybe a long answer.
Actually, 2 questions. One,
does she
does she get her other downtime actions?
That's
Yeah, go ahead and take it, but
like calculate?
yeah, but you're lost.
And then second question, how do we do the other experience? The stuff that you kept forgetting.
yeah.
Oh, that should have already been added into your sheet. The
You're just
respective
able to go
sheets.
ahead and take that 10 and
No,
divvy it
no,
up
I
to
know, but you gave us 10 because you weren't giving it to us for between
Yeah, for
actions.
the
so-
current characters that are on the table, except for yours, you got 2 on
Yep.
and then 8 on
right,
the tower.
but
Right.
do we get
Do we then
experience for
get
downtime
experience
actions
for
now?
Downtime now.
for that character, yeah, if any of it applies,
I'm
you know what I mean?
confused.
I'm confused.
All right,
You
what are you
gave us
asking?
additional.
because
Yes,
he had
to
been
make up
limiting
for
how
me not
much
doing it previously.
we'd been taking pre-scores like for setups and stuff.
I have not been counting the stuff outside of the score for experience as well.
So like if
it's
Jake went
only for
ahead,
like
Oh, okay.
Anything that's during the free
that was
play,
just it was back experience he owed us from
for free
previous
play,
Yeah, for
sessions.
not
stuff in the
for
free play.
not for
Gotcha.
downtime actions.
yeah, not for
Correct.
downtime
Okay.
actions. Even though those would apply to had those actions been a part of your playbook. Technically,
I think your bottle's hissing.
it is. It's not on tight.
Oh.
I was trying to minimize the hiss. So
So while I'm lost out in there, I'm training both in my insight and my prowess.
sure.
Get that insight up there a little more.
So what's
Maybe
the?
you shouldn't be doing this.
Oh, you
I
you
already
cleared
got
your
it.
stress. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So now it begins the free play, and you're missing somebody. You haven't seen her in probably like a good 3 or 4 days by this
Do
point.
we want to take a break so she can
That's what I was going to suggest.
Yeah, we can
at
go
least
ahead
get a
and
little
to, like,
something on paper
put-
here?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and take a small break here to allow
So that way you can
Sasha
get some
to slap a
skills
character
on
on
paper.
paper, and yeah, you'll see us back in just a second here.
Tell me
All right,
about
and we're back from our small break there while Sasha made a new scoundrel that will be joining the Moonless Night. So, beginning the free play, what are you all doing?
I'm reading a fucking letter. Actually, several. Here, you can start with these. I'm reading the trifold.
So, you start reading this, and it's actually written evidence regarding the current case that Lord Strangford was presiding over, like the big one that they were dealing with in regards to the governor's son.
Is that resolved?
No, it did not get resolved.
Ooh, spicy. What we got?
The paperwork in front of you actually incriminates the Lord Governor himself.
Ooh. How does it incriminate?
You know the charges that were being filed on the son?
No.
Lewd acts on corpses?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that.
That one.
Yeah,
Yes, yes,
those
yes.
ones.
Neat. Not neat.
And so he's being incriminated for it.
He's the
son
actual...
is the fall guy.
Yeah.
Son is the fall guy.
The estranged son, mind you.
The dude sleeps with the dead.
I wouldn't call
Slept.
it sleeping.
There's very little sleeping to be had.
Okay. He had a rotten penis.
Cock rot!
And we killed him. I touched him.
No. Lord Strangford was not the one that was doing it. The Lord Governor of Duskfall.
Strangford was just the judge.
Strangford was the judge presiding over it.
But
So like
I was hoping it
the
would be.
entire person.
So Strangford, no matter what, is innocent in this whole damn thing. God.
But that's the question that was posed, and why you went looking in the desk was, why does someone want you dead?
That is definitely a big reason.
You have, solid evidence against what's going on.
So, how would... What's your character's name?
Her actual name? Or-
Actual name.
Okay, Lorelei.
How would Lorelei approach this monolith of a structure?
So tell me how she got the card and when.
Well, being a whisper, probably involved in some weird stuff. What's your vice?
Vice is to just mess with spirit energy.
That
like
is a
the
really good
ectoplasm.
thing. That's a really good vice to have in regards to how these people get their cards.
Okay.
Yikes.
So while you're probably out
Electroplasm.
clearing that stress, probably came across some like spirit echoes pointing you in the direction of Fiosi themselves.
Okay. Now, timing-wise, is this before or after? Like, how long was this
It's
before?
been 3 days since Justice has been gone. So it's probably happened in the last 12 hours.
Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting.
I get
Okay.
a clock on that courthouse.
Huh?
I get a clock on that courthouse.
Oh, it's happened already.
Oh.
That's
What's
exciting.
the word?
That a fire erupted in the missing judge's court room.
I bet we can blame the governor.
So
You want to try to frame the
again,
governor.
how would Lorelei approach this?
So she got the card and instructions to go here, and any information other than that.
That's about it.
So she's intrigued.
Basically, the talk of opportunity to deal with spirits and death alike.
So she's going to be wearing her spirit mask,
All right.
and
So, wearing that spirit mask, you're able to see the ghost field with that. The closer you get to this church, the more echoes you see that will just fade in and out.
like it's kind of centering on the church.
Yeah, like the closer you get to this building, the more concentrated they get.
Okay. So she's gonna kind of like scope out the place and like to maybe check in any of the. Are there like broken windows? Or there?
It's probably Unless you've done extensive repairs, which I don't think you have.
No.
We haven't gotten that far yet.
No.
We've been murdering people instead.
A little bit busy with murder.
That's true.
I need to fix that damn
So
roof.
yeah, there's probably a broken windows, maybe a section of wall that's been crumbled.
Okay. So she'd kind of be like peering in, looking, checking out, trying to be, stealthy about it.
I mean, you're probably catching the tail end of some construction sounds of maybe some stone on stone hammering, something like that.
So obviously there's someone here.
For being an abandoned church, it's kind of active.
Yeah.
And we're with no one.
So she's going to stow the mask and go up to the door and knock.
Who wants it?
Forcefully or kind of light?
No, forcefully. I mean, not like, but like,
Just a nice solid knock?
yeah.
Okay. Alright.
I'll get the door.
Wait,
I'm not taking a smoke bomb.
you don't need to. Saying as I can do it. And if it's something we don't like,
I think we're gonna be okay. Ghosts don't knock.
No, they scream.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna go answer the door.
Okay.
I miss Iron Dude.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So you open the door and describe what they see.
She's going to hold up the tarot card.
Yep.
Back, like, not face forward, but the back showing.
Well, I'd ask you why you're here, but that does give me most of an explanation. Well,
Is it the tools I
maybe.
ordered?
Why are you here? Who sent you?
Was VOC, like, what form was she in? Like, the fortune teller still? Or
No,
like,
definitely a
I would have
old
known.
man, like, beggar.
Okay. And I would have known that they were, like, ghostly
Yeah, I mean, how often you wear your spirit mask?
quite
You
often.
probably would have seen some strangeness.
Yeah, so she'd probably have the,
VOC
like,
was-
spirit mask on the back of her, like,
If you see
on,
really
like, on the
interested
back
in
of her.
you,
Yeah.
your talents.
Okay. I was sent here by a beggar.
To help or to hinder?
I'm not quite sure.
It's not a very good answer right now.
Is it the tools I ordered?
No, Professor, it's not.
Then why are they here? Are they here for money?
You best come in.
We're broke.
Very well. As I step in behind her, I'm gonna put the mask back on and look at her and everyone else that I can see.
They all look. Do you guys? Yeah, you guys all look fairly normal. I mean, what you see is what you get.
Yourself.
The interesting thing is the altar itself.
What do I see with the altar?
It's like a portal,
It's like an open portal.
like an archway of spirit energy is right there.
Fucking damn it.
Who's,
Um,
And it looks incredibly dark.
We
do we have another person here?
we do, Professor. We have a new friend.
so I'm
What's
gonna
the
like
handle?
wander past her over to the altar and kind of like I'm inspecting.
The fuck? Oh, and I'm one to talk. Yeah, I get it. Are you injured? Who sent you here?
Like she's ignoring any of that right now. Like looking very intently at
to
it.
kill the governor.
Is there
Just
is there any?
That's your opening line?
Never
Really?
met this person. We're gonna kill the governor.
she's
You have
not
to
reacting.
excuse the
So-
crazy professor. He's
So at that, she's still looking at the altar
Copyright.
and is like, If I were you, I wouldn't tell anyone that.
And if I were you, I would tell us while you're here.
I'm here because I was sent here. And during this entire thing, not looking at you,
Right.
like, just very focused on the portal.
Okay.
What... Is there anything about the portal that is familiar to me, or, like...
No, it doesn't seem familiar.
can-
It just
Is it... So, it's, like, open, though? Like...
the best way I can describe it is the border of the archway itself that's forming like the doorway
Uh-huh.
is kind of like it's cracking with that electroplasm look,
Okay.
but there are dark tendrils wrapping around the outside of
Are
that
they
light.
moving?
Yeah, and the edge is just wreathing around.
I'm going to, like, take... What does that Bane charm do again?
The Demon Bane charm?
Yeah.
It makes demons kind of recoil away from you.
Okay. I'm gonna, like, have that on or touch it or whatever I need to do to make sure that's working.
Okay. It works great for demons.
Okay. Well, I don't know what this is, or do I know what this is?
And your spirit mask itself deters being possessed.
Okay.
It doesn't stop it completely, but it does deter you from being possessed.
I'm going to, like, touch the tendril.
Oh God.
You need to be a new character.
Would I, well,
Yeah,
before,
like
oh
another
God,
one.
like, would I know not to touch the tendril?
Well,
Probably not.
you've probably never seen anything like this before.
Doesn't stop the internet.
Okay. So, like, I'm new to this, like,
Yep.
game system as far
Yep.
as, like, what's going on with all of that stuff, right? So,
If you're going to interact with that at all, the best way to interact with it is by using a tune. That skill is specifically meant to interact with the ghost field.
okay. Well, then that's what I'm gonna do, like,
Okay.
kind of get near it to, like, feel it out, sort
Okay.
of?
To what effect are you trying to interact with it?
To figure out what it is, or, like,
All right. All right. Okay.
gain any information on it?
All right.
So as she's doing this and kind of distracted,
6.
So you
Sorry.
extend
fine.
like you see her extend her hand like over the altar.
but all I see is the altar.
Yeah, all you see is the
so-
altar, and when you touch it, the energy crackles like when you pass your hand like near it, and in an instant that portal flashes and disappears.
Well, that's new.
So they saw the crackle?
Yeah, they saw everything that you saw. They saw for an instant. Your brain gets flooded with images of tarot cards, like coalescing images and names. Every card that has been coalesced flashes in your brain.
Okay.
Every card.
So the portal disappeared.
Yep.
There's no more energy, no nothing. Well, that was interesting.
You saw that, right?
I'm going to pretend that I didn't, because otherwise I'm going to check myself into the infirmary.
So all I saw was,
Wait,
like,
hang on, you
cards
saw-
in the names.
Yeah.
I
You
didn't
got
see
quick
any
flashes of
info-
cards in your head.
Okay.
Okay, so
Like,
if you saw it,
No sense of what they were about or
Nope,
anything. Okay.
nope. You saw the cards and
saw something?
names upon them, and then that's it.
You're nuts.
And it was just quick flashes. Like if you saw, like if you got like a reference to it, it would probably like come back to the
I
forefront of
know.
your mind. But like it was just
Okay. That's
How did you do that?
What was that?
there was
Gotta make a stick to it.
a portal here.
What?
It was here before.
What?
What kind of portal?
Oh, something else was here.
I'm not quite sure, but when I touched it, I got images of more tarot cards
Oh,
and names.
those probably our past doers. I guess you got the judge, the lady, us some princely dude.
Like the name Lady Pandaren flashes in your head.
Lady
Judge Stanford.
Pandaren. Yes, Strangford.
Yep, Strangleford.
And Prince, like the only card that with Prince on it was the Prince of Cups, I believe, was
Yep.
Yeah.
Prince dude.
and then that name was Aldo Hardigan.
Oh yes, because where's Aldo? No,
So am I? Where's Aldo? Am I seeing any more energy around now?
No, like once you touch it, like it was just a wave of, and then it just kind of almost acted like a pulse that repelled at anything else. Like there's no other energy now.
Was there anyone else? I'm thinking of. I think it was just.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
So
I
I'll
don't think it's
pull the
important to
mask
name
back
them
again.
right now.
So before we go anywhere else,
Just the three.
one, what do we call you? Because I'm the Hierophant. She's B. He's the well, we also call him the Professor, but I don't
You could just
know,
call him Crazy
Prophet.
Pants.
That's
Yeah.
right, the Prophet.
So you're going
And
by the
we're
card.
missing Justice. We don't know where she went.
Justice.
What's your card?
Aria.
How do you know Arya?
Do you know Arya?
Like every time like they mentioned, like you got their name.
Okay.
Wait, hold up. How do you know our names? We just said our code words.
What's one? What's yours? And two, how do you know the Justice's name is Arya?
When I touched the portal, I saw the names on the cards.
Wait,
Our names.
what
are
do
on
you
the cards.
mean? The name is on the cards. There's no card for
Do I
Arya.
have mine on there? Gotta check my card.
Your card is blank.
Holy shit!
Actually, I've got some bad news for you guys.
Thank God we didn't kill anyone.
Right before Arya went missing, there were 5 pre-drawn cards on the altar when we came back into the church.
5 of us.
Our names were all on our cards.
Is it time to retire?
More
I
like
think that's
be
the
retired.
intent.
Be retired.
That's why I'm wondering what our
Where's-
new friend here is doing, hence me asking her at the door if she was here to help or hinder.
I take my card and I touch hers.
Your blank card?
My blank card and I touch her card.
You, whose card?
Yours.
I don't have it out for you to like do that with right now.
And I've got the other cards all tucked away, so... Because I'm not pulling those
Like I
out of
showed it at the
Arya's room.
door and then put it away when I came in. Like I didn't even show which one it was.
So, somebody wants us out of the way. We've either done enough, or they're worried that
I'm now back to the governor.
we're going to connect dots. Maybe it's the fact we've started asking questions.
Ooh, subservience.
So you suppose I'm here to kill you then?
That was definitely a thought when you showed up.
I'm not thinking it.
And Ari and I didn't want to worry everyone right away, so we didn't tell everybody.
Do you like pets?
3-1. I don't like your odds, but
Ooh. I'm on it.
no, you are because you're with us. Yes, you are being included.
Group activities!
I got friends.
Might I suggest that I wouldn't have knocked on the door if I intended to do so?
I didn't expect.
Or
I have
at least
accomplished many a feat
let you-
with nothing more than some sly words and a pretty smile.
That's a fair point.
So,
But
again, the question: what do we call you? You know who we
you
are.
can call me Lore.
Lore.
Yes.
Well then, back to the other question: what was that?
Like
And
I
what
said,
did you do that it went? I don't know. Is it gone? I saw something that I didn't see before, and now it's not there again.
it is gone.
Okay.
It was here when I arrived, and all I did was try to figure out what it was.
Hang on. Did you see any other names besides those, 9 guards? Because no, 2, 4, 6. So 11. Any additional names besides the 11?
I did not.
Not good.
But I would pose that the fact that I'm here
You're 12. Well,
and not to
12
kill
is-
you
Well, that's good.
might suggest that you're not marked for such things.
Then why would our names have come up next out of the deck?
Hold that thought. Step outside. Do I see anybody?
I mean, other than like normal foot
Than
traffic?
everybody.
Yeah, just normal foot traffic?
No.
Anybody?
No, nothing more than just the normal.
Just a random foot traffic?
Yeah.
I shoot someone.
Like,
Oh my god.
huh.
I'm done. Just gonna hand you my sheets. I'm done.
What did you
Take
roll?
this for an additional effect. 4.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you shoot somebody.
Are they dead?
Did you increase effect?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
No bells?
At the gunshot, I'm going outside.
No.
Alright. Give additional 3 stress to insect.
I'm gonna look at both of you like,
So that still
what
works.
the...
He's bonkers. I told you. He's called Professor Crazy Pants.
What the fuck was that?
Still works.
That doesn't mean shit. That was awful damn loud.
There's no bells.
Yeah, except you just murdered somebody in cold blood in the middle of a busy street.
Why are there no bells?
How about we
Everybody
come back inside and discuss
Everybody
this inside?
Do you plan on just leaving the body there?
There is no
There is no body. It disappeared. There's
Oh,
a pile
did
of
you
ash.
do the
Yeah.
thing? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, there's a pile of ash on the floor or on the ground. No bells, no body.
I'm gonna look around. Is there other people who just saw that?
They probably don't know exactly what happened.
Like there's a gunshot and it's
And all of a sudden,
nothing.
nothing. Like, if they were paying attention, maybe.
Ash floating in the breeze.
The answer is no.
Skeet.
His dog will never know why he didn't come home.
Or his family?
We're worried about his dog.
Help with the family.
No, no, you will not.
Okay.
Oh.
So, reluctantly going back inside.
Okay.
We kill people.
Well,
Typically on cards.
then I should perhaps be worried that I have a card of my own.
Yes, but you just said that there were cards with our names on them.
We all received a card
Just like what you did.
and sent here to meet each other
So,
when this started. No name, just the face of the card.
Yes.
We have then sent on the lovely altar you went and poked, received a deck that as you pulled cards, we would receive names of who we assumed we were here to kill. Which most of them were executed quite successfully. Some were still executed, just not.
You have
quietly.
a deck.
We have a deck.
May I see it?
I will retrieve it in a few moments, but a few days ago, before our other party member went missing, 5 cards were pre-drawn off this deck as her and I walked into this sanctuary. Those 5 cards, upon being turned upwards, were our cards along with our names on our particular cards.
So what was the 5th card?
The 5th card is our other friend who is currently residing in prison.
So, do you think this would start another tick on the doubting clock?
Most definitely.
Okay. There are 3 ticks on that clock.
Yay! I think that tick actually would have happened when Ari and I found the cards.
Oh, I put one on there.
Okay,
for
good.
that.
Cool.
I'm
I
seeing
can-
if this solidifies it a little bit more.
I'm good with that. Thank you.
Is it wise?
So, if you'll all wait here a moment, I'm gonna duck off into Arya's room and
I do have another clock starting called Show of Faith.
pull the brick out
They
and
are
retrieve the deck.
counter clocks.
So whichever one finishes out first.
Mhm.
Gotcha. And retrieve the deck and replace the brick, because nobody needs to know where this was hidden. I'm gonna come back out, and on the altar, flip the first 5 cards.
Okay.
Or however Arya had them stacked, whether they were separate or
I
whatever
think it's gonna matter.
was going on.
The deck's pretty
Okay.
auto.
Yeah, the deck kind of does its own shit.
Yeah, I had the cards, the ones that had the names on it were facing the other direction
Okay.
than the rest of the deck.
What were the last, let's see, I think it was 3 cards that you have now all dusted?
Yeah. They were all dusted.
So if they were all like together, like all those cards
So-
got dusted.
Yeah, and the 5 of our cards were like separate from the
Okay.
deck.
All right.
Yeah, I'm grabbing all the cards that are there.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna kind of spread our 5 cards out across the one edge of the altar.
Okay.
For shits and giggles, I'm gonna take another card off the deck and flip it upright.
Are the 5 cards, do they still have the names?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. One of the cards goes blank, and that one.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So when that
Are you still wearing your mask or no?
I'm not right now,
Okay.
but I was waiting for them to pull the
Okay.
deck out. I'm
Alright.
going to put it
Yeah.
on now.
All right. So when you put the mask on, you see this deck emanating that same energy that was in the portal.
Okay, I'm gonna like get close. There's like tenderly stuff going on with them
Yep.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
May I?
I don't think you're gonna cause any further
Alright,
harm.
the one that she like the one that's blank. I'm gonna like try to attune, like touch that, like sort of like what I did with the portal to
Okay.
see,
To what effect? What is the
To-
main goal?
figure out, just to again find out any information about it, like
Sure.
its origin or what.
Sure.
6.
All right. So, in messing with the deck and attuning to the ghost field around it, you get the image of a black crow, but it almost looks like if a crow were anthropomorphic, like such as like a tengu or something like that.
So a
It's
bird
like
person.
a crow person.
Yeah.
Okay. And does that tell me anything? Do I know anything about anybody like that, or a race like that? Or
No. With that vision, you. What's the phrase I want to put with it?
ejected.
No. You hear something get like verbalized, and while you don't understand the words, you get the feeling behind them of like submitting in faith type thing. Like that's the not necessarily commanding the like submission, but almost like a suggestion.
a suggestion about
Like submitting, being penitent towards whatever that is.
Blind faith.
Trust.
Trust is not a good word for our group.
Fealty, maybe? Could be another word.
Sure.
Um, okay. So I'll pull back away from the card. I'm not gonna say anything to
Okay.
them about that because I don't know them, and I'm just trying to figure out what's going on right now. So I'll pull the mask back off.
Spooky.
And you're crazy. What's the point?
So you've all
We'll
been
build things.
brought here to kill the people on the cards.
Before now. But now it looks like our time might be up. Whether it's
Once again, I suggest that doesn't make a lot of sense considering I was given a card and told to come here without instruction to
we weren't given instructions either.
murder you.
But we have began questioning why we are doing what we're doing.
You're just now questioning that.
We have some solid evidence before that some of the folks that names who come up
It's another tick on both those clocks.
were justified in what we were doing. But now we have tangible proof that it looks like they just, whoever is pulling the puppet strings wants some folks out of the way for their own gain.
I see. When I got the card, was there any sense of anything like? I'm trying to figure out what my motivation would have been to. Oh, because you were saying that she had, or he in that case had interest in my abilities, and like, did he suggest that I would be able to find more, like, what convinced me to go do this? Because I don't think I would have come here necessarily with just a card, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In some random string.
I'm out of supplies. I'm out of supplies.
He went to go craft things.
To set it up, it was a random beggar that started knowing things about you in regards to what you can do, even without the spirit mask on. Because I mean, unless you wander the streets with that on.
I mean, I only wear it. Well, what's the protocol for
You can-
that? Like,
It's a mask.
people.
You wear whenever.
Okay, so I would sometimes do that probably if I'm suspect there's anything going on, or I'm trying to.
But in doing the reading that they did, just some of the things in regards to past, present, future type stuff. I mean, it depends how much stock you put into a tarot reading as your character.
Well, I would have probably noticed. You said that I would have known that they were magical or supernatural in a way.
Something off, like.
And then I probably would have used my mask to look at them.
Mhm.
And the card. So the card, my own card, was my own card like that?
The card they gave you, no.
Okay. Okay. Well,
And they may have probably said some quip about something being in the details.
yeah. Well, I think I have an opportunity here to find out something very interesting. That magic, or whatever it was, is intriguing. And is the same as these. Pointing at the cards.
That still doesn't change the fact that our names have now come up on a deck of nothing but murder and mayhem.
And we have no one else to murder.
Because for as many cards as I keep pulling, they're going to keep changing back.
You said your friend was missing.
She has been missing, yeah, for just
We
a
lost
day, 2 days now. She's
Perhaps
got some
somebody.
reckless abandon.
Perhaps somebody got to her already.
It could be,
Typically the cards.
but the card would have blanked out or grayed out or.
I see.
It would have degraded in quality.
Right.
So she's still alive somewhere. For now. So why are you here then?
As I said, I'm intrigued.
Very vague.
It is the only answer I have for you.
Let's be honest, none of us were given much of an answer before we got here.
Ain't that the truth? I thought it was a class. I thought I'd be teaching.
How's
Here I
that
am,
going for
killing
you?
people.
School of Hard Knocks.
Not for that guy. He feel that life.
Okay, I'm kind of feeling like we're floundering here. I kind of feel like we're currently
Okay.
at a standstill. We don't know what to do.
That one is. As you
Well, you've got options. You can either start going down that rabbit hole trying to figure out what's going on with that type of stuff, and there was talk about potentially getting into contact with the tower.
could go say hi to the priestess. See what she knows.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed within like 50 foot of her nowadays.
Oh, right. That was the part of the promise.
So, now that I'm intrigued at what's going on here, I would like to start investigating the crow person, and also maybe find out more about the beggar that gave me the card,
Okay.
and talk to somebody who might know what the tenderly dark magic.
Okay.
So-
Who is your contact?
So I have Scurlock. He's a vampire.
Oh, good old Lord
Good
Scurlock.
times.
So, you know when we were talking the whole patron talk, folks?
Hey.
That's Scurlock.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
FYI.
now we have an.
Vampire Lord, you know.
Gosh, it's like I can't write this stuff.
No,
All right.
you can't. We're writing it for you.
It's true. All right, so you're gonna go bug Scurlock.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
All right. What allowed you to go into Scurlock's good graces as a friend?
So, refresh my memory. So, vampires in this game are.
They're
like
spirits that inhabit a
spirits
body that basically feed on like the essence of people.
And like other spirits, they can be captured.
You can capture spirits.
Um, so, probably would have.
Whenever you hang out with Scurlock or see him, like he's very difficult to look at directly.
Okay.
Incredibly difficult to look at, and he does not make a sound when he walks.
He does not make. Okay.
Ooh, spoopy.
Very spooky.
Very spoopy. Yes. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I have to think about like how that came about some more, but like whatever the case is, there's sort of a.
He's into very weird stuff.
So I feel like that's a commonality here.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
in fact, they're like Lorelei's vice is weird stuff, like ghosts and electroplasm. Like,
Yeah.
We bumped into
So-
him somewhere.
obsessed with it,
But,
basically.
But yeah, we're gonna go bug Lord Scurlock. I mean, he's on friendly terms with you.
Yeah.
So
Okay. So I'm gonna get a hold of him and ask him
Well-
about those three things.
okay. Well, I mean, his estate is right on the northern canal of Six Towers, so it's not that difficult to find. You go there, like his manor is kind of on the rundown side, like compared to other buildings around here. It's like it's old. It looks like it hasn't got some TLC in a while.
Like a haunted place.
Maybe a little bit. So, but yeah, you get to the door and go through a little greeting thing with any of the servants that he has. And within moments, like they'll show up and Lorelei, it's been too long.
It has.
What brings you to my humble abode?
Well, I've seemingly got myself mixed up in something that I'm hoping you might be interested in.
He grins a very big grin. To tell.
I ran into a beggar, and he had given me a reading, and this was no ordinary beggar. And I'll pull out the card, the tarot card.
Mm-hmm.
He told me that I could perhaps find out more interesting facts about, my proclivities if I just went to a certain place. And so I did, and I came across a portal that was, she'll describe the portal and the cards and talk about the people, but not give any names or anything.
As you're telling the recounting of what you experienced, his smile gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
What do you know? Do tell.
Go ahead and roll me a 3-die fortune roll.
Okay. 6.
Okay. You have stumbled across old elder power.
I like the sound of that.
The kind of power I've spent centuries trying to tap into.
Then perhaps we could be of mutual
I'm sitting here like we're
benefit.
fucked.
Yeah, we're not even there for this
Oh.
conversation. We're hosed.
Well, I know. It's
You and
like
me and the devil
eternal.
make 3.
I mean, apparently that's me.
Side question: how often do you wear the Demon Bane charm?
I would say probably all the time, unless I
Okay.
because I know not to leave myself open, unless I'm purposefully going to deal with
Okay.
something I know.
But would you have relayed what card you got to him in your initial conversation?
Yeah, I showed it to
Okay.
him.
Okay. All right. But yeah, this is some elder when the world went dark kind of power.
So you think this entity's using them to what exactly?
That remains to be seen. Elder powers are strange and weird. Their doings are foreign to mere mortals.
Very well. Well, I'm inclined to help you get your hands on some sense of it.
I'm sure we can discover things about ourselves in this.
You know what I'm gonna want for this.
And what's that?
Access.
Maybe some bankrolling?
Bankrolling would be helpful. But you know that I don't care much for money,
Oh, it's...
what I'm ultimately after.
Well, I'm sure getting access to things... Money makes the world go round, as it were.
Yes.
Well, is there anything else that you wish to know that I might know?
If you have anything of important by which I've told you.
I think that's enough for now.
Do you want me to introduce you to my...
Oh, I
New
would love to
companions.
meet your new friends.
Very well.
And like this entire conversation, like you cannot meet his gaze. Like it's always like off center.
Yeah, he's just kind of like...
No, like you can't can't.
I
focus
can't
on
make
him.
myself...
Like, you cannot
okay.
make eye contact with him.
Okay.
Like it's just like you. It's always just.
I would have
Is
known
it because he has a
that's-
lazy eye?
No. It's not because of
Just
that.
know which one to focus on.
Look here.
Pick one.
Pick one.
One of them's fake. That's why.
So, this is the perfect loop back.
But yes, I would love to meet your friends.
Then tomorrow at 9, meet me
Sure.
and them. I got a question. Is he, or are vampires in general, inherently evil, or like, what's...
When you've been
What do
around
I
for a
know?
couple hundred years, you have your own motives, which are entirely selfish, probably.
So he's not necessarily evil, but just, yeah.
Self-driven.
Depends. You want to start trying to find out what he's up to?
I mean, yes. I always want to know what everyone's up to around me, so...
Okay.
That's a clock.
That is a clock.
That is also an answer you don't want.
I mean, if I'm going to be dealing with him, I absolutely do want.
So,
But since he's an ally, or...
what about that patron we needed?
Check.
Again, came back
Let's
full circle.
see.
Yeah.
Because
Let's see, we're
Scurlock was an
gonna-
option.
Oh, I need a 12 clock for this guy? Whew.
Sorry, I didn't put one of those on your page.
Let's see. We've got 2 clocks for him, actually.
Do 2 6s.
Fulfill debt. And,
What'd you say, fulfilled debt?
yep, fulfilled debt. Satara. And,
We'll find out.
Yeah. I don't know.
oh,
Wait, you should-
that's the 6er.
That's
Fulfill
why-
debt. And obtain arcane secrets. And
Oh my.
we'll go ahead and give you a 8-parter.
There, we found a reason to have Lord Scurlock.
Shits and grins.
Well, I've already ticked it for this sequence. But the informer
Can we
can
get some more clocks?
It could be worse.
It feels like we don't have enough.
If it makes you feel any better, there was not a clock large enough for one of the things he needed.
It's
so
true.
He has to use 2 mini
Scurlock
clocks.
doings.
Big Ben.
So, that will take downtime actions to do to find out what he's up to.
Okay.
So, but we can get that clock on paper so you can start going towards it.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right.
Just don't erase it.
Fulfill debt. Boop. And obtain. Okay.
Okay. So I set up a time with him to meet. I probably would have had him meet at some neutral ground,
Okay. Not his manor.
not at the. Oh well, yeah, that'll be right. That'll be fine.
Home field advantage.
I'll bring them.
Okay.
Wait, where are we going?
So,
Why is it so early?
or late. There's 2 9 o'clocks.
Yeah, it would have been late.
No,
There's
that's
9.
so early.
I mean, it doesn't ever get bright out. So.
That's right.
It's true. So, Lorelei comes back and belays the, hey, Lord Scurlock, we got a meet and greet.
The big guy up in 6 Towers.
Oh,
The
Lord,
guy-
don't you dare ever fucking go there, place.
Yeah, the one like all the kids are terrified of because it's definitely haunted.
Yeah.
You mean all of Dust Bowl?
Don't tell them that. They're gonna have nightmares.
There was literally a ghost outside of our house for like a week.
Not my fault.
Kate's
No.
gonna be on this microphone the entire time.
Yeah, I know. She just keeps crying.
Um,
I'm gonna go with
Better than their faces.
Travis.
What's up?
So, what time are we meeting Lord Scurlock?
At 9
When?
at his manor tomorrow.
Today, tomorrow, thing.
AM or PM?
Doesn't matter.
PM.
It's all dark.
It matters because I'm out of sleep I get.
Well, you better go to bed.
Okay.
Typical guy can fall asleep anywhere.
Alright. So, fast forward into that point then, where you guys go to Scurlock's Manor. Same creepy old, dilapidated looking outside.
It's been this creepy since I was a kid.
You should be warned. He's not easy to look at.
So this is how we die.
This
What
is
does the
not
doorbell
how we
sound
die.
like?
Ooh. Money on creepy.
How about you don't talk to him right away?
Burn him some C4.
No.
No.
Leave it in the carriage.
Probably a wise
We're gonna
decision.
be a whole world of hurt when we get back to the carriage and that C4 is missing.
I was literally going to give it to him.
Yeah,
Here,
no.
have a break.
That's not a good idea. Lead the way.
Or when-
Okay.
So I'll walk up to the manor and
The servants go through their normal welcome.
What's that first servant's name?
You gonna ask?
The one who answers the doorbell.
I want to be cheeky and say Lurch, but no.
Igor.
Sven.
Sven is getting a fruitcake.
Fruitcakes and C4. I sense a theme.
They're both bricks, and you can eat them, and they're not tasty.
You regret that
And
decision
they're
either way.
deadly.
One blows up your outsides, the other one blows up your insides.
Both
The other one's
outsides.
to blow up your inside.
Makes your insides outsides.
I'll follow
I think they
you.
both do that. All right.
Oh, you're taking lead.
So
Make your
Sven.
entrails your extrails.
So Sven motions for you all to enter in.
I'll make sure you get a Christmas card.
What's Christmas?
Right.
Apparently, that's a holiday we don't believe in.
And I should not have to say this, but let's not shoot anyone while we're here.
You have to say that.
You probably just saved Sven's life.
I see.
Next time, we leave him at home.
All right. So you get led into what is effectively almost like a study. There are decanter out, and Lord Scurlock is sitting in this very gauche, like high-backed Gothic chair.
Of course he is.
It's Mr.
Lorelei and your friends,
Yes?
please have a seat.
Might I introduce? And this is B, the prophet, and the hierophant.
Enthralled. Please.
Do you mind if I smoke?
Not at all.
Thank you.
I can hold my breath and watch you die.
I mean, okay. That was weird and creepy.
Are you
but I
like
don't
looking at him
know.
intently?
Yes.
He's not breathing.
Can he look him at? He can't look him in the eye, but
Yeah, you can't look me in the eye.
I'm watching his chest.
Yeah, he's not breathing.
He means it.
Oh, he's probably dead already then.
Oh my god.
Are you dead? You don't breathe.
that's awfully
That's a
personal.
really rude question to just start with.
He literally just said, I'm not going to breathe, and he's not breathing. So, are you...
Maybe he's actually holding his breath. Did you think about that?
It's only been a couple seconds.
How about we start with a better question?
I blinked.
Lord Scurlock, why are we here?
Our mutual friend, Lorelei, has informed me of
It's a very powerful term.
Shh.
has informed me of her current dealings with you and and the experience that it came. She told me of a vision she saw. I believe it to be a old elder power from when the sun shattered. It made us, well, some of us, what we are today. So whatever you stepped into, you have no comprehension.
I feel like this is worse than the governor.
Oh, what of the Lord Governor?
You're
It just throws
You
the letter
seriously,
at him.
you're
My.
you got the crouch wrong.
I had my thoughts, but can I keep this?
Oh, go for it. We're not doing anything with it. Can't extort the guy. Don't want to kill the guy.
I didn't say we couldn't. I just said maybe we should hold off.
This will come in handy. Thank you.
See, we don't have to kill him. Scurlock's gonna do it.
Maybe let us do it.
That's going to start a Lord Governor extortion clock.
So, what further interest do you have in us that you felt the need to have Lorelei bring us here?
It was really my idea to bring you.
The idea is I have resources, and I'm interested in the weird and supernatural, as it were. And if along the way we tap into this elder power together and it benefits me, more the merrier. In return, I'll help fund part of your operation, give you the resources.
Hold up. Resources? I'm out of those.
What do you
Not
want
for long.
in return? Like in the meantime, before the end goal.
Any
So-
information regarding this elder power, I want to know about it.
We literally had no idea. It was right there the entire time.
Just because you had no vision doesn't mean you can't see. If it was there in front of you the whole time, you just needed what? Somebody that could see it.
Alright, so. Hey, this is heavy here.
Hmm.
I've been thinking about this strange idea for an invention. I want to weaken the field a little bit in specific areas.
That grin that he got beforehand,
Mm-hmm.
when you were explaining the whole like elder power nonsense, this smile comes back and it's super creepy looking. Do tell.
Alright, so I was thinking. Building little posts or something that I put around an object or a building and weaken its field.
I know the place.
Ooh,
The harbor.
love it.
What have you done?
I've brought us answers and mutual
Not
benefits.
answers, more problems. For things that we didn't know were going to be problems that we don't know we need answers to.
And we don't even know how many problems this is going to create.
I don't see any problems.
What would you like from us at the immediate moment, Lord Scurlock?
At the moment, nothing.
I mean,
Do
you've
you
already benefited just from us being here.
It's true. Knowing that this exists makes the blood flow again to my loins almost.
That would require breathing.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
What- Hey, don't shame.
No, it's. I don't want to think about anyone's loins. It's all of it is disgusting.
You have not seen what I've seen.
I don't want to see what you've seen. All of it is disgusting.
So, no, it essentially you can go down your little rabbit hole of poking this elder nonsense, finding out more, find out things, return the information to me.
And
What do you know
you
so far?
as well, right?
Hmm?
And you. shall be looking into this as well.
By chance, what do you know so far?
Of what?
With that elder nonsense and the cards.
Knowing that it's probably an elder power that's been around since the shattering of the sun? That's more than what you knew before.
The cards true. Anything specific? Are we after a person? Are we after...
This is beyond your coil.
I'm going to stick to making things.
Oh, I
Great.
will help you make things.
You work on those. What did you call them?
I didn't have a name. Bounded field? Generator?
Distortion field.
Yeah.
I like it.
See? Team player. Group exercises. 3-1 stretch. I want to stretch it.
My arms don't go up that high in this dress.
Everyone
So,
stretch.
I don't
Alright.
know what's
So-
going on.
Like I said, you find information about this, relay it back to me. We can all mutually benefit from this. Whenever you need the proper resources to increase your doings, I can help.
I could use some resources right now
I'll need 2 coins.
as a show of faith, or a return on your investment, or a return on my investment.
Very well. What is it that you wish of me?
I just need some coin to get us some resources.
You're already that strapped?
I don't know about them, and I'm not saying that I have no resources of my own. This
Fine.
will be resources towards our mutual project,
For
yes?
recompense on the freebie you so gave, I will throw 2 coin your way.
Very well. That should get us started.
Do your goggles do anything?
Nope.
It's okay. Alright.
They
It just-
protect my eyes.
It just makes Scurlock a little less uncomfortable to stare at.
They make everything red.
That it's their special ability.
Alright. Alright.
So he's now creepy and red.
So,
This does not.
do you have any doings for this elder power?
You said there are no jobs
At the
presently.
moment,
No.
it appears that we are next on the chopping block.
You shouldn't do that. Well, I mean, maybe. I don't know. Have you tried putting a gun to your head and pulling?
Nope, not yet.
No.
I
We'll
thought-
vote no.
We spoke about no killing
Oh, yeah.
in the Lord's house.
Where's your
You
sense
specifically
of
said no
fun?
no shooting.
Ha
No guns.
Oh,
I don't want to
I
cry.
almost
Stabbing.
want to see him do it.
That would be one way to test these cards, though.
Then you will have no
Oh
field
no, I just want to
generators.
see him shoot
This,
himself.
oh, you shouldn't do that. No.
Shouldn't do it.
So kill me. See what happens to my card.
I just don't want to do it. Oh.
This is not a cult.
Yet.
We're not drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, that's another to cut out there.
Seriously, we have these cards. Every time we've murdered the person on said card, the card has disintegrated in quality.
Probably.
We don't know what will happen to our own cards.
And so
Now that
you
our names
wish
have come
to
up.
be a ghost, then.
Well, either Doc can bring me back, which I don't know if I have much faith in that, but
Better than most.
otherwise I will find some way of being useful in whatever life I have left.
I
This sounds like a terrible
I
idea.
like this idea.
They're all terrible ideas. It's what you do with them.
I can
Lord
help.
Scurlock, you seem disinclined for us to follow these cards at this point.
It would be advantageous of you not to for me.
Yeah, maybe
Well
it's
then,
first.
I think that we should not, and possibly see if we can track down our previous benefactor.
Or you could start collecting things for the crazy... his idea.
I mean, that we could do.
All
that
of his
too.
ideas are crazy.
Whatever the...
Some of them are very functional.
Hence why I needed some money.
I would like to
See
know
the cannon on the back of the
why we are now the targets and how that relates to our previous targets. Because
Those are very good questions.
I really don't like being in anyone's crosshairs. I
I
try to keep a low profile.
think we were being used to keep somebody else's hands clean.
Oh, no doubt. That's why you use assassins. But
If we are being played by elder gods, there's
Or
much
things.
more behind this than just keeping their hands clean from killing.
Why would the other gods care?
Look at that box.
Exactly.
what was it?
Healing.
I think there's more to the fact your cards appeared on names. There could be outside influences. Or a show of faith. Maybe the other god is testing you.
I said either Doc will bring me back, or I'll find another way.
So if it's a faith thing, how do we go about proving that?
Perhaps if
Killing
it's
one of
faith.
us.
Yes.
To prove blind faith to the elder deity, god, whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
You're okay with this?
Kill me. See what happens.
Let's not do it here, please.
Well, you all are all assassins, correct?
I mean,
More or less.
no.
Basically.
Not.
I killed someone and got away with it.
If
I've killed someone.
if you received a card with you get cards with names on them, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they had your names on them, correct?
Most recently.
If you were following the letter of those cards, what would be the best show of faith?
Do it.
On each other, yourselves, what?
We've always acted as a team.
So maybe yours.
So basically a Scoveland standoff?
I don't think it'd be beneficial for all of us to kill each other.
Oh, I want to see this. I'm now intrigued.
But that doesn't get you any further and closer to what you want at the moment.
But if it works, it will.
But we have no promise that it will.
That's what
I've still got Lorelei.
Perhaps
Lorelei's name is up, just not on a kill card.
Hey,
She's now a part of this.
that's how faith works. You just do it.
Perhaps it wants you to take yourselves out.
See on the other side? Yep, I'm doing it. 5.
Just in the middle of the fucking Lord's living room!
So level
Studying.
4 harm. You can resist it
Okay.
with a prowess.
Why would you resist it?
I mean,
Why would he resist it? His intention was to kill himself.
You're going to choose not to resist it? And die?
that was the point. Death was the point.
Okay. Alright. So, go ahead and roll your resist anyway.
Okay. 5.
Clear that many stress.
What?
No.
Did he?
So what happens is he pulls the gun. His brain, pink mist out the side, and he
course
just
it is.
collapses.
Well, that's one of you.
Blade to the chest.
Only problem is if this is supposed to be satisfied by all of them doing it, Arya is gone.
This is true.
And we have no way to reach the tower. He's still in prison. He has no idea that this is happening.
True.
This is also true.
Yeah. Kill yourself.
But then
Epstein.
it takes like up to 3 days for your ghost to manifest. Up to.
That's what there's.
What you doing?
Blade to the chest. I'm gonna call finesse instead.
Okay.
Right between the ribs.
Okay.
6.
Clear 6 stress if you had it.
I don't have any stress.
Oh, good times.
Overindulged, you die.
So you just
Uh-huh.
and just the blood starts seeping out and you collapse down.
This was an interesting campaign.
I had a
Go ahead and take the gain an extra trauma box.
Oh.
Or do you prefer to have an extra box for stress?
Honestly, I haven't taken any trauma. I take more stress than anything else.
Okay.
So
Go ahead and take an extra stress box.
Cool. Okay.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna put my spirit mask on and look at them.
Their spirits are still in their bodies. Like, they're not even trying to detach at all.
And would I have seen before that's abnormal?
I mean, there's no bells going off either.
Well, there was no bells going off when he shot somebody outside.
This
so
this is also true.
That part's no longer surprising.
Um,
magic.
It's the worst kind of magic trick.
I don't know.
hold on. When you killed yourself, did you want to invoke the Ember Death too?
Oh,
I don't have a stress.
He would have had to been able to take stress, and he can't take stress after he's already killed
This is
himself.
true. This is true.
I want to torch that.
C4 in your pocket?
No, he's just happy to see Scurlock. So
There.
what's
One out of
so
3
what's the
breaks.
hero
Give me a
doing?
card.
Do we have the cards with us?
Kick my pocket.
Do you, do you think we do?
Would you have brought them with you?
probably not.
Mine was blank.
So, do I think this is abnormal?
It can take up to 3 days for the spirit to
Detach.
detach.
Okay.
I'd ask for a flashback, but I'm dead.
It's true. People are dead.
You don't remember B ever putting the cards away where she retrieved them from before you guys left.
I'm gonna check B for the cards.
Okay. Ani? Yeah, they're there.
They're in one of her pockets.
What do I see?
Their 2 names. Like, the cards are like how the other cards that were there that have been killed, like, they got like an old worn look. These have like almost a golden sheen to them. I don't know, let's not say gold. Let's say an onyx type of sheen, like almost like they're made of obsidian.
Their names are still on there.
Oh yeah, etched.
Them some pretty nice cards.
That's
Platinum member.
well.
Top that Delta.
What is it?
So when someone is done as a job, and we invoke,
By the way, are you doubting right now?
I'm questioning.
He's
Doubting.
doubting.
I'm mostly confused.
That's a tick on the doubting clock. There's 2 left on that one.
When the when
There's
we
2 left on the show of faith clock.
used the
This is reassuring.
the Ember Death to dispose of a job, the cards disintegrate completely.
What about when you kill them?
I don't know. We've done the Ember Death every time since I've been with the group.
I see.
I believe that the justice said something about the cards being withered or not normal, like aged on the other ones. The
And what do
previous
you
death.
see for their cards?
They're
Pristine. Black
like is it
glass.
actually like more onyxy, like
Like like if you took like black like resin and just encased the cards in it, like it's just
yeah,
as if they're made of obsidian.
Can you show me?
it's
I'll take a look at them.
You could probably kill somebody with this. Yourself.
Wrong character.
Like it's solid. It's not flexy. It's just pristine black sheen.
it's the opposite of what we've seen before.
So perhaps they were right.
Doubt.
No, that wouldn't have been a doubt. So perhaps we were right. That would have been the opposite
I
of
said
doubt.
perhaps they're right. Do I count against that clock anymore? Or now as the part of the team?
Hardly good, weren't you?
Because if I count as part of the group on those clocks, then I am having faith right now. I
To
would
say that was a faith
But-
call, not a doubt call.
But he's not.
No, he's doubting. I'm having
He's an
faith
A
though.
number.
So
So that would have
I
been a tick on each.
All right, give me a coin.
Oh no.
I'll give him a coin.
Oh no.
Evens. He says.
Hold on. What's the coin for?
Gonna flip even to go kill himself or not.
Evens I do it, odds I
This
don't.
game became really dark really fast.
Yes, it did.
6, like he always rolls.
What did you say?
6,
Evens equals.
bitch.
He's gonna kill himself now. Oh,
And just the explosion of brain matter
why
of
did you guys go for the brains?
painting Lord Scurlock's high
Instant
ceiling.
death.
And
So I was
like,
going through the heart.
you gonna do the Ember Death too while you're at it?
He can't spend the stress.
So like, Scurlock is on the edge of his seat, like giddy, like
I fucking hate
Well, if
vampires.
nothing else, I've brought you entertainment.
I can't pay for this kind of entertainment.
You just did. Oh.
Dead people don't talk. So, do you have any stress left?
Nope.
Because if you did, it would be gone. Go ahead and earn an extra stress box then. So, within moments of you pulling the trigger and invoking the entire show of faith,
With the stress box, by the way, you take one of your trauma boxes and it becomes an excess stress box. You get one less trauma box.
no,
Isn't it? I
no,
thought
no,
that's how we
No,
did
no,
it.
I gave you the
You're-
option
you're
to
just
have take
adding-
additional trauma.
'Cause
Adding
that's-
one box before that.
That's how we've done it in the past.
Nope,
Well, fine then. Be
Nope.
that way.
you just get an extra box for
An
stress.
extra box for you.
Yeah,
Well,
when,
it's doing
when
me
I did
good.
it with, the Hound gets an extra box for stress from one of his things. I just
So-
put at the end.
You pull the trigger and his body drops. Within moments, the damage that they did just starts closing. Your blade gets pushed out. The holes in your head just start.
Well. Well.
And you wake back up.
My headache is gone.
Yeah, sure. For Riro.
Am I still dead from my left ear?
No.
Yes, that was completely permanent. Death cannot fix that.
And you return back to consciousness. The smell of gunpowder still hanging in the air.
Brain matter
That-
still painting Scurlock's ceiling.
The smell of that irony, hot, sweet smell of blood still lingering.
Lorelei is grinning wildly right now. Welcome back.
And on your team sheet, Ember Death takes one less stress to activate.
Ooh.
And as go ahead and take as a veteran ability, like call it Show of Faith.
Okay.
If you want to just mark it as a veteran ability.
That's fine.
Who had the cards?
He did.
Last he had our
Oh,
cards.
well,
All five.
I had the couple of
Okay.
theirs that were
yeah,
changed.
the two that
these two.
changed first.
Okay. The other cards also are all glassed over.
Did he off himself?
Who?
Tower.
Wait, all of our team's cards are glassed?
Yeah, it was a Show of Faith.
Okay.
I don't think he did, but we did. Let's not do that ever again. That was unpleasant.
Kinda tickled.
Not the kind of tickle I like.
I want to build stuff.
This is the beginning of a very fruitful endeavor.
I agree. On your dime.
Again, you are not wrong. And I will make good on my investment.
Well, I'm gonna have fun with my hand.
I'm sure.
I like him.
And with that, we'll go ahead and call it right there.
Well, I did not expect any of this.
Oh, I'm sure.
That was good.
So,
That was
all right.
ridiculous.
So, to you folks watching, thank you for joining us with our foray into Duskfall. It has been an interesting session for sure. If you've enjoyed what you saw, give us a like and a subscribe. If you want to support us further, we got a Patreon link down below with certain benefits like when we start doing our streams, we'll do AMAs. You get a shout out in our credits. Our Discord where there's some roleplay going on, character backgrounds, stuff like that. Otherwise, if you don't want to do the Patreon, we've got a coffee link down below since I've been corrected on the pronunciation of that one. If you don't want to do the monthly Patreon thing and you want to just throw money at us anyway, to help support us in upgrading our equipment or other things that we can put towards improving the quality of the content we bring to you. So again, thank you for watching. Give us a like and a subscribe, and we'll see you next time.